Got a taste for the cherry, I just need to take a bite. Take me down into your paradise. Don't make me scared, 'cause I'm your body type. Just something that we wanna try.
And welcome to the Bill and Joe Show. Tonight's show is brought to you by knfilters.com. NASCAR uses them, so you should too. Tonight I'm joined by Steven and Trey. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Hey,
Thank you.
No problem. Steven over here is still watching the damn baseball game, even though the Cubs are
Yeah,
losing.
We're about to lose, definitely. It's top of the ninth, down 3.
Yeah, we're certain sides we're all right with that.
Now, for those of you you guys all know that I'm a Cardinals fan. Trey is a Cardinals fan.
In the building, yes.
And Steven is a Cubs fan.
Yep.
Now, before we started, tonight, we, of course, had a couple of drinks. We hung out for a little bit just to get the conversation going.
Yes.
Jaeger.
Steven, this is the year, you believe.
This is the year. Oh, yeah. And next year's the next year. And then the next year after that, we're still winning.
How many do you think that you're going to
Okay.
win in a row, realistically?
Let's hear it, LeBron James.
Well, Trey said 10-year dynasty, maybe? 10-year
That's
dynasty.
true.
Don't quote me on that
That's
whatsoever. I'm a Cardinals fan in the building here, 100% till I die.
And Trey, you hope that the Cubs collapse epically, I would assume.
Extremely. I mean, it's just that's what we expect and what we want to see and what I feel in my heart's going to happen.
Oh,
you know?
well, okay.
So-
But, so if the Cardinals are out of the playoffs, no way in hell you're rooting for the Cubs to win it all.
I'm not rooting for the Cubs
Ever.
under one condition, unless they make it to the World Series.
Okay.
But I will never watch a game
That's
prior to that.
understandable. That's understandable.
Okay. That's fair.
That
Yes.
is, yep.
Okay.
Unless we meet up,
Well,
unless. But
obviously, I mean, I consider myself a pretty, I don't know. I root for the Cubs for the numerous friends and family that I have that have been Cubs fan, and you and I have stood by and watched them just fall apart year
Yes.
after year.
oh yeah,
This
And
year even. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
started off like
They had their slump, but
26 and
their start was way better.
it was
Yeah.
way better.
Where is she?
I'm not
That
good.
was very
I'm
polite.
not good.
That was very polite.
Mine really
is she? You got to get a little bit of grunginess in there.
That was like Steven be like, "Where is she?"
Have you seen this woman? Have you seen her?
I want to make sure she's all right.
Good Batman.
It's the
It just
bottom of
is.
the 14th. 6-6. No, you know who I sound like now? Jim Carrey.
He's on
It was
32
me.
Pitches. He's on 32 pitches.
I took over Gotham City.
And there's only one out.
John
Why
Lester
this
is batting.
right now?
John
They have-
Lester is batting.
Bunt.
Bunt.
Oh my
Boom.
Winning at its finest.
Oh my
that's
God!
game.
End of the
Same.
game.
That's game.
Are you
It
kidding
was
me?
yes.
Are
Wow.
you kidding me? A
The
suicide
suicide
squeeze with John Lester at the
I'm
plate.
kind of really happy I saw that play.
In the
Really
what is
happy
this?
about it.
What is this? 17?
No, they're early. It's like 12.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
It feels like they've been on film.
Yeah, they've been here all day. Oh, what a great game! We saw all the cool parts too. Think about that.
Oh,
Wow.
Man, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I do too. John Lester is not a.
I was gonna say something about the bald head,
But Joe
I
Madden.
didn't want to go
I'm
that
okay
way.
with all of it. I wish that was the
Congratulations.
Cardinals. We just did that too. I wish.
That would happen too.
Yeah.
Man, we are good, huh?
Have your day, Steven. Man, I got to be honest with you, man. I'm excited about this baseball team. I mean, welcome back to the Bill and Joe Show. Like, I just want to I just want to talk about just for a split second before the night gets away from
Sure.
us. I mean, the Chicago Cubs really have been amazing. I mean, they've been entertaining this entire season, correct? I mean, even being Trey, you're a baseball fan.
Yes. I'd put it in my
Baseball-
top favorite sport, number one.
Baseball first, team loyalty second, correct? Like the sport, the love of the game.
Overall, yes. Oh, yeah, every day.
Let me ask you this. Would you be okay with getting rid of the home plate umpire and putting an iPad right behind him? And if the pressure, if the air speed, and it'll just send a signal straight to that iPad behind the catcher, and that iPad will say, ball 1. How would you feel about that being a baseball video?
Don't tell me that that's what's going to happen, please.
Oh, it's coming down the pike. I mean,
don't
to
tell me that
3
you've read
years.
something.
No, we are
Don't.
2 to 3 years away from eliminating umpires.
They already changed the game with the whole replay.
Right.
They did.
And
In my opinion.
I did not like that either.
They're also trying to put a time
It's
limit
always been-
on the
it's-
baseball games.
It's always been.
Yeah,
See that? The time limit on
I've
baseball
heard about
games?
it.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay,
they're taking,
that's-
they take pretty much like 3 hours for a
Well,
base,
but
for
it-
just that basic baseball.
See, everybody says that as an argument. 3 hours. It takes 3 hours to get through a fucking
You should
baseball game.
expect
No,
that
there's
with
been
baseball.
games that have
Football.
been.
Football takes 3 hours and
Yeah,
30,
yeah.
sometimes 4 hours. But football's football.
And it
but
also
you know
has
how
the
much
timer,
actual
so like
TV
you have
time.
like that clock you can kind of watch, that like count down slowly, but it surely does. Baseball it doesn't. But I'm a fan of baseball. I think it's like it's a mind sport.
So
it's more
you're-
of a
yeah.
mind. That's like a chess
So it's-
game.
it's-
It's a huge.
So you're thinking it's more of like a time clock between pitches? Because I would be on board with that.
They want to do what I saw. It was like every inning, like the top of the inning, it could only last like at the most like 10 minutes. The bottom of the first inning.
So
could only
regardless
last 10
of
minutes.
3 outs or not,
But it might
if
have
10
been 20 minutes actually. 20 minutes.
I'm
No,
just-
that's outrageous.
I'm just 20 minutes. Well, I'm just trying to understand the concept.
Baseball's my favorite sport.
So
I'm
at the
not-
end of 10 minutes, 3 outs or not,
Yeah,
The-
you
the
switch
inning's
sides,
over.
Yeah. Yes.
okay.
But if you get 3 outs within that, whatever.
So
I'm
hit
not
as
a
many.
fan of that at
Alright.
all. I would not agree with that.
That's
I'm
terrible.
gonna
Putting a
put that.
time limit on
I'm gonna put
baseball
that off
doesn't
to the
make
side
sense.
for me. I'm just gonna put that off to the side because I might consider that. But
no.
what else we got?
No.
What else? What else we got to make baseball shorter?
Baseball.
Because apparently 3 hours and 15 minutes isn't.
No. Baseball's
it's
baseball.
too long.
Yeah, it should take
can't-
as long as it does. It's supposed to. It really
But
is.
my
You should-
point is
I don't-
that NFL football games
you're a-
take just as long,
Yeah.
and nobody bitches.
they-
Basketball
Yeah.
games do too.
But they make it that
yeah,
long.
but basketball. But the worst part about basketball is your fucking timeouts in the fourth quarter. Like the last 3 minutes
Yeah,
last like
there's-
an hour and a half.
There's a lot of TV timeouts.
Oh.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's horrible television to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
So how do we shorten up baseball?
I feel like it has to do with how many games you play in a season too, considering football's only once a week
Right.
compared to baseball's every day.
Sometimes twice a day.
Right.
If the occasions occur, yes, twice
Imagine
a
if
day.
they did
So,
NFL, you play twice a day into the NFL. Imagine how crazy that would be.
Dude,
like, who's
oh,
got
they've-
the energy?
they've
for
always
that?
had talks about increasing schedule games.
There
You
we
know,
go.
like,
Well, what about one game a year? One game a year where one team playing the other team has to play them back to back, and it's a draft lottery. Like you watch this shit, and you're just hoping that your team doesn't or does get it.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
draft two teams, and they come into,
That'd be
and then
sick.
on week 8, in the middle of the fucking season, they have that double football game weekend where it's like a mini Super Bowl.
okay,
That would be sick.
okay, I can see that.
How about Diaz versus McGregor?
Diaz.
Ooh.
I'll take him.
Diaz-
I'll take him the
Diaz
second
gonna
time.
win, yeah,
I
I picked him
was
the first.
I had people over at my house that night, and there was probably 15 of us there, and I was one of 2 people that called Diaz in the whole room.
Fuck
Gotta
yeah.
say it.
You know what? I mean,
I loved it.
Dude, but I think instead of going up to where he's fighting out 155, he should have gone or 175. He should have stopped at 165 and like last night Lawler, Robbie Lawler, he fought what's his name Woodley and he lost and that
He
should
just
be
found
where
the sweet spot.
That's where McGregor should be fighting instead of skipping a fucking weight class because Diaz gonna whoop his ass 10 times out of 10 until he realizes.
All right, all right. This brings up an interesting. How much of this is show business? Especially, I've never seen it in the UFC until McGregor Diaz won, and then McGregor is the perfect fucking poster boy to be like, you know what? You know, and
Yeah,
like,
talking
I mean,
shit.
like just talking
before
shit.
that-
Wow, I've
And
never
he-
really
and he-
looked at it like that.
Well, before Diaz,
He's
it
like a
was-
WWE. He needs to go over to the
Before-
WWE and fight Brock Lesnar, who also just failed a drug test in that
Yeah.
sport. What are we doing? Trading superheroes before the WWE and the UFC?
Yeah, CM Punk. He's
And
trading.
and as they're doing this, they're getting popped for steroid or illegal substance. Where do we?
Hey, I would say just let them do their fucking thing. Let them fight on roids. Who gives a shit?
I don't-
They're
I
fighting.
don't.
It's like
Do you?
let.
I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
why?
Let these
Why
fuckers
not?
pump up,
Isn't
dude.
it-
That's more.
Wouldn't it be
intense,
great
dude.
to say that you knocked somebody out that had to take, you know?
What?
Shit,
Right.
I would hope
I mean,
both of them are
like,
roids. I
that's-
hope they're both crazy as shit in that fucking octagon.
Like,
dude.
just foaming at the mouth,
Yeah,
you
just
know?
two roided out motherfuckers just doing their thing, doing what roids do.
Ready to
man.
go.
Well, okay, obviously. But other than that, are we looking at anything different between UFC and WWE?
Realness.
Realness?
Yeah, dude. Did you
I-
see that dude just get his skull cracked on
Yeah.
the
Oh,
UFC?
yeah. I saw the.
Dude,
Yeah.
Like shit happens in the WWE. Don't get me wrong. Like I grew up.
But is
loving
that
it.
why would you
but-
want to see
I've never
that?
been on the WWE.
Oh, it's
end.
just amazing.
I never have.
It's
Like,
Dude,
this
WWE
dude-
is
I've been
my
UFC all day,
favorite.
but I've never really been. I've never
Oh,
dissed
no,
on
no,
it,
no.
hated it, but
No, I haven't either. I haven't either until my kids. Like
Oh, yeah.
they got into this shit. We went to see them in Peoria. It
I was
a
there.
big-
I was there.
No shit.
I was there, but it
You
was like a
were-
random thing. It was during the same weekend as summer camp, and I was like, we decided not to go, and we're like, what the hell are we gonna do tonight? And then just saw WG. I was like, let's go. I saw the Dudley Boys, dude. I saw fucking Roman Reigns and shit. I was like,
Yeah, you saw-
hell yeah.
you
I
saw-
don't watch it anymore, but I mean, like when the Dudley Boys were actually like something. That's when I watched it, dude. When they were
Hey.
like the '90s era, the Attitude shit, dude. That's what I was into.
Dude, Roman Reigns fought AJ Styles.
Yes.
Both my kids' favorite wrestlers coming together in Peoria. It was the first time that I ever thought, like, I love Peoria. I love Peoria tonight because
They
the
were all
main
talking
event.
shit about Peoria, though.
Oh, well,
Remember
yeah.
that one guy?
I'm
what's
okay
his
with that.
name? Yeah. Go
Was it
figure.
Gold Dust?
He was
No,
talking
it
shit.
was KO, whoever KO is.
Oh,
I don't really
I
keep
don't-
up with anything.
I don't
now.
either.
The only ones I knew were like.
I'm getting into
fucking
it, dude. I
Goldust
bought my
and, like,
kids the WWE Network.
Nice.
How do you do that? Like,
How do you-
you just log in?
That's-
Fucking Sheamus was there, dude.
A Sheamus.
Fucking
I remember
Sheamus.
hearing that, but
This
I don't
is-
remember it meaning anything to me.
this is great for me because I didn't know that Steven loved so much about
No.
the
I
WWE.
used to love
Like this
it.
is this is
No,
great.
I used to love it.
Like
and
me
then,
knowing this kid from when I have, like this is
dude. And then my little brother got
my
into
opinion.
it. So I've kind of got to keep up with it through my little brother almost. He would like tell me.
Never
stories
would've
and I'd go,
expected it.
"Fuck," You know, it is crazy.
Hey,
But I did. I grew up on
I
it.
got to be honest with you. I'm an AJ Styles fan.
AJ
I'm
Styles.
on board with AJ Styles now.
Dude.
Now after I did that, like I did some background history. My daughter was impressed that his name was not actually AJ Styles. And she's like, no, Dad, his name is AJ Styles. I'm like, no, honey, his name is Alan Jackson.
Alan
or-
Jackson, nice.
No, not Alan Jackson, but
Oh.
AJ.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Alan.
Austin Johansson.
it's
Alan.
not as cool as Styles. Let's just
His last name
Yeah.
is not Styles.
Style. There is no Styles. Yeah, he added Styles at the end.
Yeah. What?
Wait, what?
Would you still let your kids watch it if it was like during like the Stone Cold Steve Austin days? He was drinking beer and shit at the ring. Would you still be
Ooh.
like cool with it?
Yes.
It was a little bit different.
I'm back to Batman.
That's when I liked it, dude. People were
well,
going
if I
down
was
the rings
Batman,
with
I'd have a
beers
beer
and
in my
shit.
hand.
Straight up.
Oh, look at that, I do have a beer.
Like, what does Batman do when he's drunk? You know, he's just fucking shit faced. He sees this little light in the air. He's like,
Can't tell
"Damn
me
it."
He doesn't put the suit on when he's wasted. Like, you have to, right? I mean,
What is drunk flying? Is that a crime? Is it a crime to
Is
be
that-
drunk and just fucking fly around? Oh, Batman doesn't even fucking fly.
No, he
dude.
doesn't. Like,
But does the Batmobile get pulled over? That's another.
no,
good
because he
question.
can go invisible.
That is true.
What I would be doing
This is
is
the
I'd be-
Batmobile you're talking about.
How are you gonna pull that over?